ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਹਰਲੀਨ ਚੌਹਾਨ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੇਜ਼ਬਾਨ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੀ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਿਹਤਮੰਦ ਬੁਢਾਪਾ ਤੇ ਉਸ
and we'll talk about that. So, before going forward, we'd like to acknowledge that our iCON office is situated on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples. I would also like to acknowledge that you are joining us today from many places, near and far, and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of these lands. As I told you, I'm your host, Harleen Chauhan. I'm a pharmacist. And let me tell you about digital medication. What does it iCON mean? It means intercultural. We are associated with the University of Digital Emergency Medicine. What is our purpose? To assist multicultural and indigenous citizens, patients, and caregivers, and the community at large about chronic diseases, to help them. And if you're living with somebody who does have chronic diseases, we can help you with that, how to take care of them. We also want to tell you, in the age of internet today, that what you're reading there in news or on YouTube, that all that information, how you should look at it, does it belong to you or not, and you should trust it or not, and what things you should not trust. And last of, we want to tell you that about our healthcare providers, the people who provide you healthcare, and yourself, how to have a good communication between them and how to improve it. And that's example today. And we are here, your caretakers are your speakers today, and you can ask them questions. We will start today with our opening remarks.
Thank you for the opportunity to provide opening remarks at today's Strengthening Health and Wellness as We Age forum. I'm Lindsay Arscott, the Director of Primary Care Quality within the Primary Care Division of the Ministry of Health, and I would like to acknowledge and offer respect and my gratitude to the Lekwungen peoples on whose traditional territory I am located on in Saanich, and to the Songhees, Esquimalt, and Wasanich peoples whose historical relationships with this land continue to this day. The Ministry of Health's Patients as Partners initiative believes that engaging patients and their families, healthcare providers, and community partners in healthcare is not only the right thing to do, but it is an effective way to make the health system better and the people of BC healthier. This philosophy is summarized by our motto, "Nothing about me without me." Patients as Partners has collaborated with and funded iCON for about 15 years with Dr. Kendall Ho as the executive director for all of this time. iCON continues to bring healthcare providers together to speak with people in their first languages about topics they want to learn more about. And today, that is about how we can stay resilient and as healthy as possible as we age. As we age, the risk of being frail increases. However, getting older and frailty are not the same thing. By taking a holistic approach to health, you can stay healthier longer. For example, Cardiac BC states that about 90% of premature heart disease can be prevented with good health practices. Additionally, a recent study by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that the evidence demonstrates that the strategy of self-management and educating ourselves achieves desired outcomes in multiple chronic disease contexts, including diseases of the cardiovascular system, diabetes, asthma, and arthritis. So there's lots that we can do. I want to thank iCON for bringing us together today, and I invite you to check out the resources after this discussion. You will find information on self-management, eating well, staying active, building resilience, and many other topics. There are websites where you can enroll in self-management, health coaching, and other peer support programs that provide information, skills, and support to help you achieve your health goals. Some of these resources and programs are provided in different languages to make them more accessible. Also remember that encouragement and support from working together as a family and in the community can make it easier to make these health changes. I want to express a big thank you to iCON and our presenters. I appreciate your time. I want to thank everyone for attending. What you do for your health can make a big difference. Thank you. Have a great session.
I want to tell you about him. Our next speaker is Kuljeet Cheema. He is a physiotherapist. Kuljeet, in 2015, Manitoba University, he has a master degree in physiotherapy, and he now in Ontario and British Columbia Physiotherapy College. He is a member of that from Waterloo University. Kinesiology. He finished his degree in Waterloo in kinesiology. He considered that he believe in a research-based and psychological approach. His thinking is manual therapy, patient education, and regular exercise is very important for the health. So being a player, he has a passion. He's a great passion. He works with the players, you know, and he's to make them reach on a high goals. He helps them to prepare, so to deliver the highest level. So he wants to provide good care of his patients. He likes to exercise when not busy. He plays golf, and he bikes his and he rides his motorcycle, and he's working on his golf, and he wants to spend more time with his child. So Kuljeet he wanted to improve his clinical skills in physiotherapy. He wants to understand openly, and please welcome Kuljeet. Greetings to all. I'm Kuljeet Cheema. I'm a physiotherapist. Thank you, Arlene. You have given very good introduction. As she told you, everybody can hear? Okay. I'm a physiotherapist. Our job is to work on muscles and bones. We have 2 clinics in Abbotsford. We came from there to talk to you. My goal is we educate patients in our community. What are the needs? What exercises we need to do? What are the benefit of exercising? Why we need it? How to improve balance and mobility aid and assistive devices, wheelchair, canes, how we use these mobility aids. And that's all. First of all, when I ask patients how much exercise you do, they say we walk, 30-minute walk, go to the park, we go to shopping. In our community, we should know there are 2 types of exercises. One is cardiovascular, that means is for heart and lungs. Heart is a muscle. It delivers blood throughout the body. But the second type exercise is muscular muscles throughout the body, muscular, and the other one is the third one, skeletal, bones. Everybody knows when we are aging, we are weak, frail. Everybody is not the same as 18, 20, 30-year old, and the muscle starts to weaken. So it's very important we exercise, we build our muscles. If we have more muscle, they are less prone to the injury. Physical activity, benefits of physical activity, the disease of cardiovascular, the risk of cardiovascular disease goes down, risk of hypertension goes down, type 2 diabetes goes, risk of developing type 2 diabetes is down. So when you exercise, body improves. If you are 65 and older, retired people, sometimes we become lazy. Before they used to work, now they sit down, watch TikTok, watch TV. But during that time, it's very important to exercise regularly every day. So I'll let you know today what you need to do. Some things increase with the exercise. Mental health goes up, cognitive health goes up, your brain, you sleep well, and as Vaniti said, you body weight, fat goes down. So every patient asks me about the weight, same thing. Another important thing, we are talking about cardiovascular, heart and lung exercise. That exercise is, you should be huffing, puffing. And did you exercise? When I ask my patients, they say, yeah, we did. What exercise? You know, we make meals, we go upstairs, downstairs, pick up children from school. Exercise means you focus. Yeah, so you have to put a lot of force in it. If just walking, just a gossip in the park, that's not exercise. The most important exercise is a World Health Organization or the government said minimum physical activity, it should be 3 times per week. The exercise, it should be 150 to 300 minutes per week, 5 hours per week, that's about it. But this exercise should be intentional. If you are walking, so walk with the speed that you are huffing and puffing, you are sweating, so that your body has to work. So whatever force you put in, it will be better for your body. But don't half that much, but you should be still able to carry a conversation. So when we tell that, so this should be the intensity, the moderate intensity. Secondly, our people, they are doing it less than other cultures like white people. We don't lift weights, we do yoga, we do exercises told by Ramdev, we do little bit, but you have to have all kind of exercise, muscle strengthening, dumbbell, with the dumbbell is important. Research says that like legs, arms, at least 2 times per week. Walking benefits, there are walking benefits. If you're walking, biking, huffing and puffing exercises are the most beneficial for the heart and lungs, cardiovascular system. the main benefits of walking. If you better for you to go out to get fresh air, the pain goes, the low back pain get reduced, and the person can maintain functional activities. Second thing, there are hormones in our brain. When we are huffing and puffing, we are sweating is happy, is the happy feel good hormones. It reduces pain, improves mood. It's hard to start, but once we are done, we feel happier. It's very important. Even people who have depression, we encourage them to go out, walk, enjoy whatever natural chemicals are in brain. It gets help with exercise. As I told you earlier, with the age, the muscle mass declines. If the muscles is weak, then there are more, the bones are prone to break and not good for the disease. So it's very important to go to gym for our people. In English, it's called sarcopenia. It's age-related loss of muscle mass, decline in strength. As I told you, resistance training helps prevent a loss of muscle. Every person can do different kind of exercises. It's not necessary that you have to lift 200 pounds here. So 10 pounds, 20 pounds, you can increase your own capacity. Whatever you can lift, you can gradually increase. If you did 5 pounds, this week 7 pounds, gradually increase, so then 10 pounds.
Many people who come to us, they said, our bones are weaker. The doctor told it's arthritis. The doctor said, in our knees we have arthritis. I want to tell you, in even my own knee, everybody over 30 years old, it's the same level. There will be arthritis. Arthritis and osteoporosis, as they call it in English, and as called, your bones, they are weaker as you age. And when we talk to the patient, when you laugh, 80-year-old patient, my knees don't work as good as when I was 25. And then I tell them, even vehicles that were in 1950, they are now old. They are not as good. Osteoporosis, arthritis, that you need to work on those. The body, the way it's made, the more load we put on it, the stronger it gets. If you do easy stuff, it becomes weaker. It's very important. I'll tell you again, some exercises for your muscles, for your own body, for your bones. You need to do some strength training exercise. And there's another thing some people do. There's a balance in our body. As we age and as we are aging, we start walking slowly. We have to walk carefully, watch for everything. I don't want to take you too much into science, but there's a balance. It depends on so many things. 3, most important, your vision. The more we see outside, if your lights are off in your room, if you walk, nothing changes, but you think you lost your balance. Meaning your eyes, they know what everything is. They provide you feedback with age, and as your eyesight is getting weaker. And second, there's no Panjabi word for it, somatosensory proprioception, meaning in your body where your body parts are. I can give you an example of if I tell you to close your eyes, to touch the person next to you on the shoulder. You know where your hand is. That's tuning. And it slows down with your age. And then the third is, and the crystalline vestibular, it's called, in your ears. It gets weaker with age. Overall, there's so much written here, but mostly I want to tell you, the more you practice, the better it gets. If you don't practice, it gets weaker. And the next slide it's talking about hurt and harm, damage and pain. It's the same thing with every patient. They say, my knee is hurting. They said, I tried this exercise, and now it's hurting even more. I'm just going to lie down. The pain in our body, everybody has some pain. I have some too in the morning. Kids have too. So there's nobody, from 7 to 70 who doesn't have any pain. I haven't met anybody who doesn't have pain. If you have pain, it means that there's some damage. Pain is a sensor in your brain. This is something new, and it's hard for me to do. If you said, I did some exercise, and it starts hurting, I'm going to sit down, your body's not learning anything. You have to increase a little bit. You cannot run for 100 miles. First 500 meters, then 1 kilometer, and gradually increasing it to build your stamina. Whenever there's a pain, a patient comes to us. We see 40 people a day. I tell everybody that pain, don't be afraid that you don't need to go to doctor or Tylenol or Advil. Our people do it a lot. Try to tolerate it somewhat, whatever you can. The next one is, if you talk about exercise, 4 things are most important that are taught to us. One is how many times, frequency, once a week, 3 times or 5 times a week. And then intensity, that how much force are you going to use, and the time, for how long, 10, 20, 30 minutes, and which type, cardiovascular or muscular. And you can change these whenever you exercise. If you want to, it's hard for you to do exercise for half an hour, do it for 10 minutes. And if you think it's harder for you to do, it's too intense for you, reduce the weights a little bit and walk slow. And we can change all. Every person's routine is different. It's individual. And generally, you tell a person that you should do walking every day, go out every day, attend events, and just going into the fresh air, it changes your brain, your thinking. And don't forget, walking is fine. And then you say, okay, I want to build some muscles in my legs, in my arms, or shoulders, whatever. With that, balance exercises, and some are flexibility, yoga, those exercises. And then there are so many examples, and that are good for your heart. And you can dance, aerobics, swimming, a bike, and even by sitting and in the gym, running, gardening. But have effort. Don't do it too slow. If you do some exercise very well, that is beneficial. Then I'll tell you this exercise. It will help you for your balance and your legs. Everybody has some sort of step or ladder, and you can build one yourself just to make sure it's safe. You do a leg exercise. Just lift your leg like you're going up the stairs, then put the leg up and then bring it down. Do 5 to 8 times, but do it slow and control. Not fast, not jump. You don't know how fast you can do. Your muscle just know lifting and putting it back down. That you feel in your legs. If it is too easy for you, you can lift some weights, hold some weights in your hands. Most important is be safe. Make sure you have something, railing or something to hold on to. And there's another exercise, and I tell many patients to do it. It's called knee extension. And it's important for legs, but doesn't use much force, but makes your muscles stronger. And you put a band just like on this photograph, and just lift your leg and stretch it. You can do it 5 to 8 times, and makes your leg stronger, and doesn't put too much stress on you. That's an example. You can take a photo. That's important if it is hard for you to go up and down the stairs. And you can tie this band to a stairs or table. And this is the easiest and important exercise. This is important. It's called sit to stand, squat, and it's just sitting and standing up exercise. When you do exercise, and safety is most important. You find a chair and easily sit on it, not all the way. If you are weaker, if you need to sit, you can sit. And you sit, and then you stand up. This exercise, if you repeat it, let's see how many times you can do it, and you feel it in your legs. If I tell the person, don't sit all the way, just touch and get up. Touch and get up. If you do it 5-10 times, you'll feel it right away, that how much improvement you have. You can count yourself, you don't need to. You'll see how much improvement you have. If it is too easy for you, you can have it, holding some weights or holding onto something. And some people come to, how to make my back stronger, it hurts. And this is to make our back stronger. In the first photo, put your legs on a chair or on a sofa, just lie down, and lift your hip and your back to make your back muscle stronger. Some people say they can do it on the floor. You can do it on your bed. And second is for, moving forward and back. And this is the exercise for back. And, for core strength. And you can do YouTube and find it. And push-ups, you can do it with the wall too. And this is for your chest and arms. You can do 10 to 12 times. And everybody knows about the biceps. And, lift some weights, dumbbells. And most importantly, and their fall and injury prevention, it decreases 23% chances if you have stronger muscles. And to prevent falling and injury, it's very important. If you think it's your balance is off, you're getting it weaker, and protect yourself, to try to keep yourself safe. If you're about to fall, to save your head, put your arm out, but make sure you don't hit. We can fix your arms and shoulders, but not the head. After that, just the 3 examples. Those are in your pamphlet. If you fell, what to do. If you did, then get up on your side, the side which is stronger, and then you see what's next to you. Can I call somebody over? If you can't, then walk or crawl toward that sofa or chair with both arms and with a stronger arm, and then try to get up with it. And when you fall, it happens in our clinic as well. Most important thing is, for you fall, no need to rush. Take it easy, relax, and try to get up. And second thing is, if you can't get up yourself, in the pamphlet there's a steps. I can tell you simply, make some noise. Some family member, if they know where you are. If you have a phone, call 911. It's important. After that, make noise, but keep yourself comfortable. If you're cold, you can get a blanket over, and if there's something in it, and just stay calm. And lastly, if the family member saw you, if somebody fell, if the person is conscious, if they know you're well, if they are well, if you can do that, and then that you can do the same thing with this patient, help them with their leg, support their leg, and call somebody over for help if the patient is down or family member, and with their help, getting their leg up and get them to sit. There's so many steps, but it's all in your pamphlet. And last thing, mobility aids, crutches, walker. In our culture, sometimes we feel embarrassed that I was so strong, now I have to use a cane. And that's only in your mind. But stay safe and strong. Your balance is off. Please talk to your doctor or physio or family member. Get a cane, get help or aids, and enjoy your life. Okay, thank you.
All right. We will start from Kuljeet. First question. I don't have extended medical care. Where I can get subsidized physiotherapy? Yes, subsidized physio. There is some MSP coverage. There is coverage under MSP. It's a little bit tricky. MSP coverage. Some physiotherapists, they don't take it, this portion. You can see online, if MSP is covered. The 10 physio sessions government provides in general, but it depends which physio takes it. Sometimes we are expensive. We spend 40 minutes to an hour. Government, whatever the government pays, it doesn't make sense for us. So we don't pay attention to our health. But if we are buying clothes or something like that, we don't focus on our health. We should focus on our health. And Please write down your question. You mind? If you write it, I'll read it. I have so many questions. We will come back to the question, Kuljeet. Vaneet, one serving of chapati or roti, how much gluten-free flour or oat flour should be, how many carbohydrates, how much protein, how much fiber we are supposed to take. Harleen, if I understand the question, in one roti, how much gluten-free or oat flour should be? It depends on you. I don't use gluten-free or oat flour. Why you are using that flour? I can base my answer on that. If you have a condition, that's why you are using gluten-free or oat flour. I just need a little bit more information. The second question, how would we know how much how much carb, how much fiber, how much protein we are supposed to take? According to Canada Health Guide, if you go online, we used a plate method so that you don't have to think, you don't have to do the calculations, you don't have to remember the numbers. You try, if you are eating in a plate, there's a handful of your fist, like you eat that much protein, like we can eat one bowl of kidney bean flowers or chickpeas, and a lot of like kidney beans, not that half of it is liquid. So so whatever protein you have, the quantity you have, like the quantity of lentil soup or kidney beans, you can have same amount of roti, quinoa, millet, grain, any grain, same amount of grain. So that will be half of the space on your plate. So same amount you can have double the quantity of your protein. You can have vegetable or fruit on your plate. You can, for salad, cucumber, tomato, little bit of onion, couple spoons of chutney, and little bit of yogurt and spinach in your chickpea curry. If in your plate, if you use this proportion, just keep place protein in your plate, and then same amount of grain, and then double the amount of fruit and vegetable, then you can have a guarantee that you have enough protein, fiber, carbohydrates, and fats, and you are having vitamins and minerals in a day. So this is a very simple formula for this. If you need specific numbers, that how much requirement for protein, you can see a dietitian, and they can assess your diet. If you need more carbs or if you need more protein, you can take a referral from your doctor, and then you can see dietitian is not covered through MSP. You can contact who are in a private practice. There are a lot of dietitians doing private practice, and you can also, Harleen will tell you, you can contact the dietitian through 811. There is another question for Kuljeet. What kind of exercise we can do if there is pain in the knees? Second question about the knees. If there is already problem in the knees, can you go upstairs, downstairs? Can you do the stairs? Yes. I put those exercises in the sheet, the band one. You put the band on the your leg, and then you tie it with another thing, and then it's very important strengthening your legs. Second part, second if there is knee problem. Depends on what kind of knee problem. Sometimes there is arthritis, there is no ligaments, so everyone has to talk to the physiotherapist and go accordingly. In general, the normal activity like everyone can do stairs. It's not that bad for us, like squats. As I taught you, the sitting on the chair exercise, you have to do every day in your life. Doing the stairs is not that bad. In the beginning, it will be difficult. A couple of weeks, it's not make a big difference. So with the step exercise, there will be no more damage. It could be sore, but no damage. Please talk to your physiotherapist. And everybody has a different medical history, so talk to the physiotherapist. Next question I will answer. I just moved to Surrey from Richmond. How I can find a family doctor? It's very hard to go to a drop-in clinic. If you want to, so Surrey North Delta Division, there is a website, there is a wait list. You can go there. The second thing, Help Seeker and Merrimap. You can find a family doctor there. There is a Health Connect registry through BC government. You can find a family doctor there. If it's too difficult to do that online, you can dial 811 and talk to them. Next question is for Vaneet. It's about milk and flour. Which flour, millet or wheat, which one is better? Second is about milk. A lot of questions. Which ones are safe? Canadian milk is safe. Canadian milk products. People who have heart disease can take milk. Milk is better or the curd is better? It's like milk or curd.
Look, we are here mostly sick. I'm sick as well. We believe in one. We don't believe in the duality. Nothing is good or bad. Everything is good. Depends on how you use it and for what reason. And that makes it good or bad. If wheat is better or millet, both are good. We should eat both actually in our diet. First, if we look at it, in older age, we were not just eating wheat. When it was wheat season, we ate wheat. When there was millet, we had millet. And if there was a corn available, we ate corn. There was a variety. So variety is really important in our diet. Milk product, Canadian milk product are good or bad. In our country, Health Canada regulates everything. My aunt and uncle, they work in those organizations. Whatever we eat and packed, that's sent to us, it's safe for our consumption. Milk, yogurt, butter, the products we get, those are safe for our consumption if you store them well. They are all good for us. Swallow. If you have heart condition, milk or yogurt is good. Can you eat it? Yes, you can, but in moderate quantities. Milk is good for our bones. It's very important. We talked about it. And yogurt, there's milk, and we also fortify it. We got calcium and vitamin D, vitamin A as well. So all those vitamins are included and are good for our good health. That's it. And milk and yogurt, please include that in your diet. Next question is for Kashmir Visla. First question is, if somebody's here for super visa in Canada, are counseling services covered for them? Okay. Counseling services if we are working, if we have health benefits, extended health benefits, through extended health benefits, dental, eyeglasses, you can use it for that. We have to check it, mental health services, if we have it or not. There must be dollar amount, like how much, 5,000, 10,000, how much you can use a year. You can choose your therapist, or if you don't have extended health and you can't use that, then the low cost services are available in Surrey. For example, Moving Forward Family Services, they do student counseling, and you can do low cost counseling. I don't think there's not much available for completely free, but through government, there's no 100% free services available. But our association is trying, as you said, as you go to the doctor, you don't pay any money. We want, if somebody needs a therapist, it should be same, that you should be able to get an appointment, so you won't have to pay. We admit that these services are very expensive. It seems like it to many people, but as Kuljeet said, we spend money on other things. We can spend on our health as well. Second question is for Moving Forward Family. Some audience was saying it's closed. They got you. Moving Forward, I met their director. They're not closed, but sliding scale. If you can pay full price, if you can pay only $20, $25, $50, according to your income, they can do it. So now we go back to Kuljeet. There's a question lined up for everybody. So I'll ask the question a question for you. First question. I had a knee replacement, and the surgeon said they gave a 10 physio coupon when they went to Coop. They did not honor it. They refused to take those coupons. Any idea about that? First of all, we have private practice. Surgeon, if they work with a physiotherapist, MSB coupons they provide to you, then that's for the same physiotherapist. That's the same thing. Where they sent you, for what reason, and who takes those coupons or not. It comes back to same. If it's on the coupon, you need to ask the surgeon. Surgeon writes a referral. There's 10 sessions needed for. It depends. It depends what was written. Second question for you is, and somebody had a stroke many years ago. One side, when they try to pick something, they're feeling something that they're holding. Brain knows they're holding. Seems like the connection is not well enough yet. Can they build strength for that? Stroke. Neurological, it's called neurological, it's with the nerves and brain. It's related to that. When a person gets a stroke, sometimes, there's a blood clot that goes to your brain. And there are thousands nerve that goes to the body. And when there's stroke, it impacts your, if the stroke was on the right, then it affects your left side. You have that stroke. We didn't talk much about the nerves. The nerves, it takes some time to get those back. Generally, when we talk to the patients about the resources, 1 millimeter, it's very small, you get feeling back in there. Depends, the extent of the stroke. though you can focus with your brain, neuroplasticity. You make new connections. If I haven't seen the file, it's hard for me to give you advice, but encourage them. Use the arm as much as they can. Don't give up, keep using it. Next question is about the knees again. Somebody had a knee replacement when pain went, but 10 years later pain came back. Can something be done about that? In old times, knee replacement was only good for 10-15 years, but now patients are keen and they want to get a knee replacement. Sometimes they're only 40-50-year-old, and then we tell them don't do it yet, do some exercise, prolong it. If you get a knee replacement in 40-50 years, you're going to have to get it done again in few years. It depends on the pain as well. In my experience, sometimes the patient feels like it's a payment. It was the same knee pain as it was earlier. In our culture as well, it's a misconception that we change the knee, it's all good. If you got a knee replacement, you need to do exercise to make the muscle stronger. The muscle takes time. The muscles are taking time to get stronger. It can take 3 months, 6 months. So keep doing exercises to make it stronger. It's not like a car. You change a wheel, it's all good again. Next question is for Vineet. So many questions, but don't have time. It was from online. Meals on wheel. Hospital food, you talked about it, $5. Do you know if it includes Panjabi food for seniors? Depends, which hospital you're talking about. Right now, we're trying. Punjabi are intended with culture-specific meals. We should try to include it. It's my understanding in Surrey, Abbotsford, Vancouver, in some of the hospitals, the food is available, especially culturally specific meals. If you are unable to get it, the hospital is not able to get it. At the same time, you can talk to doctor or dietitian or nurse. You can ask them that you need meal that are culturally specific. The hospital $5 meal. It's fairly new. I don't know much about it. As Kashmir said, there are so many services. You need to ask. If you're not unable to get a service, if you want it, ask the team that you need it. Next question. Healthy eating and overeating, what's the difference? That's a good question. Healthy eating, what we call it, when we eat it. When you finish that meal, you should feel that you got energy. Then you refuel your vehicle. It can go up to. Overeating is you ate too much and then you feel like you should lie down, sleep. That's overeating. That's the difference. So try with your meal. If you're feeling dizzy or sleepy after eating, you should get energy after eating if you're eating healthy.
ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਹੈ
Next question is about salad and fruits. Like how many? So you can have salad in the dinner. Salad and fruit. It's a very good question. Usually we, like people come from Punjab subcontinent. There are fruits that have already taught us when you wanna eat yogurt or when you wanna eat fruit. But in Western science, according to that, there is no restriction what time you can eat fruit or what time you can eat salad. There is no restriction. But if you feel like if to eat. If there is a problem, then you can change the times if you feel any problem. According to the Western science, whatever we get to know, there is no problem. Anytime you can have salad. Whenever you feel like to eat salad, you can eat it. Health wise, we recommend before eating, before eating your meal, eat your salad, so that you will, it will satisfy your hunger, and it will be, we won't get constipated fruits with if when we eat fruit and salads. So we can change our time if there is a problem. 2% or skim milk, which one? If you are 65 and above, then we should have nutritionally dense diet. So whatever we could put in the like quantity wise, so that time you can have 2%, even whole milk, you should have it, so that you can get as much as protein. But if you are younger, and if you have any other conditions, heart condition, then you should still 2% is fine. Then you will get enough protein, calcium, vitamin D. But yeah, you shouldn't try whole if you have heart condition. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Next question is for Kashmir. First question is this: if someone has depression and they are already on antidepressants, and what if counseling will make any difference in that situation? First, we all felt like just take a pill and magically the problem will solve. We have that misconception. You take your medications, you do exercise, you take counseling, you also need pay attention to nutrition, fix everything, bring changes, and then depression will go away. And you can reverse depression. Counseling, sometimes those people are around us, we can trust enough to talk about something that's in our mind. And counselors always keep your conversation confidential, they will not let it out. So even if with the family member, so they will not talk outside. So if you think the counseling will make a difference, it's a judgmental question. They are just asking to learn anxiety, to feel nervous. Anxiety, is it a normal? Is normal sense when it's a problem? Since when it becomes a problem? If we keep our messages, our senses negative, when you think about it, same negative messages, to keep on telling yourself a negative message, then it becomes a bigger problem. So for that, you can, through counseling, there are techniques where you can teach yourself how to change your brain, your behavior. So sometimes you think I have tried everything, but sometimes when you talk to a professional, then you learn new things, learn new techniques, then you can change the situation. These were our questions. Thank you, everyone. Again, a very good question. I'm saying this on the stage is a bit tough. The dates that are written on the box, once we open, like for example, milk, and if milk is open and it's on expiry date, very likely that is near end. So that milk, try to use it at the same time or freeze it. You shouldn't be using it after the expiry date. but sometimes we smell. Is it okay? Is it not okay? We don't know. There could be microorganism in there, so we can't see it with eyes. If the box is closed, you never opened, the seal is never opened, then there is less risk because it's vacuum sealed. So then you can open it and use it in 2 to 3 days. It depends how long it has been open for. Again, once it's opened, you should use it 2 to 3 days. Make paneer, freeze it if you cannot finish it. Maybe this is the last question I take. The frozen meals, if if we freeze them properly, their nutritional value also freezes with it. So, for example, frozen peas, frozen sag, if you heat them again, we will get all those things when they were freshly made. So the frozen meals are really good if we really look. Cost wise, they are cheaper, energy wise also good, but there shouldn't be any added things. If you freeze vegetables, fruits, just that fruit, just add a vegetable or homemade food is helpful and is good. Second question that you did, after eating how much exercise, how after eating how after how long? I'm born and raised in Canada. My education is also from Canada. So we have the same debate. In India, Punjab, there were rules about these things. In my education, there is no, it doesn't make any difference after how long. If you don't go for running after when your stomach is full, but once things digested, people after eating, people go for walk. Just it reduces your blood sugar, aerobics, easy, maybe half an hour. You can do it. Every individual has their own things. It's not that you cannot do anything because you fell asleep. Everybody has different system. It's not a big medical region that you cannot do exercise. Yeah, we call it carbohydrate loading. Some meals have more energy, they provide more energy to run, like pasta, something like that. If you sit down, you will get fat. It's for that. There is a difference. Some people have different. The athletes have different training, different situation. Yes, they can do it. Now we will stop here. The questions, the time. We passed the time. Thank you. We learned a lot about diet and exercise. Now we thank you, our community partners, Alzheimer's Society, BCNL, Choose to Move, Diversity City, Guru Nanak Free Kitchen, Guru Nanak Free Kitchen, Fraser Health Options, PICS, City of Surrey, University of Victoria, Surrey North Delta Division of Family. So our media partners, I will not go again and again, they all are here. Thank you to our health exhibitors, people you met during lunch, our speakers who came here, and they helped us a lot and they gave us so much good information and we made them lead. Thank you. So thank you to our interpreters today who were interpreting in English, our suppliers, LMB Systems, Surrey City Hall, Star 76. All of you, thank you so much.